Sunday. You may see my other video probably posted before this. Um, I am starting out this week, this realistic week of knitting today by doing a challenge by or that I saw the creator on YouTube, Leftover Dinner do. I will make sure she is tagged below. She did this challenge. Why am I out of breath? Oh my God, slow down. Jesus Christ. Okay. um, I saw her do this challenge of like how much can I knit in 5 hours. So even though this is going to be a realistic week in my life of knitting, today is definitely going to be a lot more knitting than I normally do on a Sunday. I think probably just kind of like foreshadowing my guess of this week is I knit probably about maybe an hour or two a night when I have the opportunity to knit. I do have a 9 to 5, and we're kind of in our little busy time right now. So I don't like during lunch, I can't knit or anything like that. Um, and also like, I mean, like I said, I have a 9 to 5. I try and normally get to the gym after work or at least do some cardio and stuff like that. And then I cook dinner and all that stuff. But TMI, it's just, the internet's forever. But when it is my special week of the month, I am quickly stumbling upon, uh, I normally take a little break from the gym. I kind of just like let my body rest. And so we'll see how this week with that goes. I do have um, there is a local yarn shop that does little like knit together nights most of the nights of the week, but I think last time I was there they told me that kind of like the slightly younger crowd comes to the nights on Tuesday, and I've really been trying to like build up to go. So this week, I think also I may try to get there, and we I think I just had a stroke, and we will be seeing how much we can knit then as well. Um, so this is definitely, it's even though it's a realistic day in my like or week in my life of knitting, um, this is already probably going to be slightly more than the average week since I am doing this challenge, and I'm going to try and go to a knitting like group or club, which I'm really nervous for. I have been kind of psyching myself out for probably like a month or two now. It's every Tuesday, but it is like a little over 30 minutes away, which I know doesn't sound like that far, and especially like being from Texas, like 30 minutes is absolutely nothing, but the highways that I have to cross to get there are so exhausting. So anyways, I've made every excuse under the sun to not go so far. And I think I would really like to push myself out of my comfort zone. And even though I am like slowly building a knitting community on TikTok and hopefully on here, it would be nice to be able to grow that in person as well. So anyways, long-winded way of saying I'm going to be working today. Let's see how much I can get done in the 5 hours. Again, I probably will already have that video posted by the time this one comes out. So if you haven't seen that yet, go check it out. See how much I got done. You will also shortly see how much I got done today because I will be checking back in. And yeah, let's do it. officially all the knitting I'm going to be completing today, Sunday. I just finished the 5 hour knitting challenge, which that video should be posted before this one, so go watch that if you haven't seen it. Um, I got actually a lot done. So from that stitch marker, and I started on the bottom ribbing down here on this cardigan. The total of my stitches that I knit today across 5 hours was 4,584 stitches. Really proud of that. You will not see that type of progress for the rest of the week. That is unrealistic for me. My fingers hurt so badly right now. But it was fun. It was like a fun little challenge to do. So, anyways, that is Sunday. I am now going to go do nothing, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Hi there, you guys. Happy Tuesday. Sad to say that I was looking back on the footage that I shot yesterday. God, my face looks so insane. Sorry. Looking back on the footage that I filmed yesterday, my mic was not on that whole time, dude. That whole time. That's so annoying. So, anyways, right before this, you will have probably seen just the footage that I got of me actually knitting, but not the before talking or the after talking, which is super annoying. But yesterday, Monday, I knit for about 55 minutes. So that's what it is. Anyways, today is Tuesday. I know that I said I was going to try to go to the yarn shop and do the weekly like knitting session, just like the like knit together kind of thing. Ah, I just feel so gross. Like I don't feel presentable. Like my face is just so broken out. I am just not feeling confident and I'm already anxious about going just because I get pretty anxious about new social situations. And then that in turn makes me anxious about like parking and like timing and like all these other little things that I know that if I just went, I would feel better about going, but I'm also just not at my peak confidence to get out of the house right now. And I know that may sound just like absolutely ridiculous. Like it's not that serious of a thing. It's literally just like some people sitting in a group and knitting together. But it's just like, I don't know. I can't do it right now. I don't know how to explain it. I think I'm going to really hold myself to it and try again next week. Next Tuesday, I even told my husband, like, hold me to it. I want to go. And I would like to set some things in place. I almost just turned off my microphone. Maybe that's what happened yesterday. I would like to set some things in place to give me more confidence to go next week. So anyways, enough rambling about that. It is 4:30. So I think I'm going to knit for a little bit. My husband just left for the gym. I also have to cook dinner. We're grilling. I'm gonna grill some corn and make elote, and we're gonna have elote street tacos with some pre-seasoned HEB like flank steak. It's gonna be delicious. I'm super excited. But I do need to grill at some point. So he just left, which gives me probably about realistically 2 hours before he'll be back home. So I'm gonna see if maybe I can just knit like a couple rows, maybe for about an hour, and then I'll probably start dinner around, actually, I'll probably start dinner around maybe 5, so I'll probably just knit for 30 minutes and then I will like if I have any other clips of me knitting tonight, I'll let you know. But if not, I'll let you know tomorrow. It's been a day mentally for me, so it's all good. Anyways, let's do a little bit of knitting. Okay, so it is a little after 5. It's about like 5:10. So I knit for probably about 30 or 40 minutes. I think I'm gonna go ahead and start on dinner because I'm getting a little bit hungry. And then I still have probably about another inch on the ribbing to do. So I'm about an inch and a half in to the ribbing, and it calls for 2.5 inches of ribbing. So I may come back and do like a little bit more later tonight, but that's where I'm at currently.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I just absolutely housed those tacos. They were amazing. My grilling skills are fantastic. I did one more row of ribbing while I was waiting for the meat to be good on the grill. So I am now chilling. Just waiting for my husband to get back from the gym. So it is 6:30. I'd say at this point I've probably worked 45 to 50 minutes with the time that I was also knitting while the grilling was going on. Gosh, I cannot think at all. Holy moly. So it's been about 50 minutes. It's 6:30. I'm just gonna knit until I feel like it. There you go. Happy Tuesday.
You guys, we did it. We finished the body. It is Wednesday. Um, I knit for probably, let's see, I started this close to the end of work. So I've probably knit for about, let's see. Okay, I've started this at the end of work. I've probably knit and then cast off for about 2-ish hours. Crazy. Um, but here we are. I'm gonna back up. I have, oh, there's my little stitch marker from when I did my 5-hour knitting challenge. It's still there. But we were able to bind off the body, so now I can start on the arms. I know it does not look like much because like here, right, is still rolling up. Because it doesn't have any ribbing. I'm guessing that this part and the collar ribbing comes last. So arms are my next thing. But yeah, this is so great. Let me see if I can like ungracefully take it off here. Here is the ribbing. It's just coming out so well. I'm so excited. So, anyways, I think honestly, I am done knitting for today. It's Wednesday. I just want to chill out. I honestly just want to like watch YouTube and zone out and not have to do anything. So, normally, sometimes knitting is a part of that zoning out, but today, I think because I've had like such a push to get the body of this cardigan done. I kind of just want to like not. So anyways, 2 hours of knitting on Wednesday completed, and I'll see you tomorrow for Thursday.
Happy Thursday. I don't know if you can tell, but I have not really done any knitting today after work. I did do some like right after work. So last night I picked up the sleeves, well, at least one of the sleeves on my cardigan, and did some of the sleeve cap shaping, which I'm still not even sure if it's right, but I don't know. We'll talk about that another time. I'm just gonna kind of see it through. Um, and then today, like right after work, I just knit. I did like the first 6 rows because you're supposed to decrease every 6 rows. So I've gotten through the first decrease cycle. And I think I'm supposed to do that like 13 times in total. So anyways, I'm gonna keep working on that. I don't know if I'll knit in bed tonight. I don't know if I'm really feeling it. I kind of just want to like chill and just consume content. I don't know why that's what I'm feeling right now. But yeah, so if I knit tomorrow, I will let you know. But happy Thursday. Happy Friday. It's Friday. Oh my god, I just like took a quick little shower. Okay, so I just worked for like about an hour on my project today. I think we're gonna be traveling tomorrow to go see my in-laws. So I will be taking my knitting project on the car ride there. My husband will drive there, I will drive back. And so I'll see what knitting I can get done and obviously show that progress. She's killing me. And I will show that progress tomorrow. I'm probably done knitting for today. I kind of feel like playing Stardew Valley maybe. I'm not sure. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do with my Friday night, but we'll see. But I did want to show you guys the progress I have. Look at our sleeve. So it'll look like this. I don't know. I'm hoping that some of this will come out in blocking. I don't know if this will be super visible, but hello. There it is. Some of this kind of bubbling that you see from where I picked up stitches. Now this is the saddle shoulder here. And so I just see some bubbling from where I picked up stitches along this saddle shoulder. And then in the pattern, it says like pick up this, you know, the amount of stitches, so the saddle shoulder stitches. And then you go around and you have to add 3 different, why am I blanking right now? Stitch markers. And you kind of almost work short rows for the sleeve cap shaping. It tells you front/back. So it doesn't tell you which way to pick up stitches. It doesn't tell you like which one is correct. So my guess is like either way could be correct. So the way that I picked it up provided more in the back. So there's more shaping under the arm, and then here in the back, there's a little bit up top here in the front where the saddle shoulder is. But then I found that makes my seam here in the front of the project, which I'm not sure, like, okay, I guess if I would have done it the other way, the seam would have been in the back, which like fine, okay. But I wish maybe I just didn't read the pattern right, but I wish it would have more clearly stated which way to pick up the stitches instead of giving you the option to do front or back. I just wasn't aware at the time when I was picking up the stitches, like how it would end up turning out. And that's just me. I was just inexperienced. So It's fine. Now I am doing decreases, so all of these 3 are decrease rows that I've already done. I believe I have to do 13 decrease rows in total for my arm length. We'll see, obviously, how many I end up doing dependent on like how long I want my arm. We'll try it on along the way. But you do a decrease row every 6 rows, so I'm only 3 in right now. But the decreases, that means, will be here in the front. So this is the front of the sweater, and the decreases are here in the front. They're not obviously very noticeable. Like you know, you only, like, unless you're like really, really looking at it, and even then, like, it's just like 1 stitch every little bit. So I do wish it was in the back. I just wish there had been more. Obviously, I'm gonna have to make my other sleeve match this. I'm not gonna want the sleeve cap shaping to be opposite on the other sleeve. I'm gonna have to make it look the same. Unfortunately, I don't remember which way I cast this on to do that. I don't remember. I was not paying attention. It was later on Wednesday night, I think, that I had done this, like right before bed. And I just, like, I was not really paying attention. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. When I get to the next sleeve, that's unfortunate for me. That's just not me having any foresight. But it looks good. Like, it looks fine. I did pick up an extra stitch, so it has you pick up 29 stitches on either side. So like 29 down to the end of the arm. So this is the underarm, and then 29 back up. I ended up I picked up 29 on one side, and then I ended up picking up 30 on the other because it just didn't quite space out correctly. And then I did an extra, like I did a knit 2 together and kind of got rid of that stitch, and it turned out perfectly fine. So I'm happy that I did that. That's the first time I've ever like kind of taken the liberty to like edit something in a pattern like myself. Not that I'm editing a whole thing, but like that was the first time I was able to take the initiative to be like, hey, I think this will work. And it did, so I'm happy about that. So this is the back of the sleeve. You can kind of see, like, you know, this right here is where I picked stuff up. So anyways, that is my progress for Friday. I will see you guys tomorrow. I will film in the car and kind of see how that goes. I cannot, she is being so cute right now. Wonder if I can like focus on her here. Does that work? I'm trying to use, have you ever used like cinematic mode on your phone? Because I'm just filming on my phone. It doesn't want to focus. She is being too cute right now. Anyways, so yeah, happy Friday. I will see you guys tomorrow for the last day of this week in knitting. So, bye.
We didn't go the same way, right? No, it's okay. We'll just like kind of hold them, and then we'll just pan up, just pan down. We got some drinks. Okay, that was a very realistic week in my life of knitting. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate if you even stayed to this part of the video. It is the next week. It is the next Tuesday, and I am ready because I'm going to go to that knitting group. I'm still really nervous. My cat's playing in a box. I'm still really nervous, but I am holding myself to it. You will never grow if you do not try, so I'm just going to try and go, and if it's awkward, then it's awkward, but if it's not, then I get to now have new friends and new communities and make new connections, and that's what's important. So anyways, thanks so much for staying to the end of this video. Please like and subscribe, follow me over on TikTok. Really appreciate each and every one of you, and I guess I'll see you next time. Bye.